The Food Sharing Project is organized by a volunteer board of directors, and that board of directors looks after the administration end of the Food Sharing Project, and we have 3 now paid employees who are linked to the schools. And a school needs to identify a need. It doesn't have to be a large need, it might be one child that needs to be fed at school, and we provide the equipment and the food that goes into that school. The school then is responsible to find the location for the program, to find the volunteers, and the volunteers can come from within their school. It can be the principal or a teacher or a caretaker, anybody who's willing to help out. It can also be somebody from the parent community, and or somebody from the outside community can be the volunteers in the program. So once a week, schools put in an order form, and the food is delivered to the schools. What usually happens is that schools are responsible for their own mini food sharing project. So within a school, a need is identified, and then the school has to find the resources to fundraise to buy the food, to fundraise to provide the equipment, to do the volunteers and find the space. But it's a huge responsibility for schools to also look after the nutritional needs of children when they are working tremendously hard to look after their academic and social needs.
The program's unique in Ontario. It's actually unique across Canada in that we buy all the food for the programs in the schools and provide it individually based on what their needs are. In most cases, schools are given money and have to form their own committees to do the shopping. So we're unique in that we handle all of the food. We are therefore able to control the nutritional content, and we just have, it's a bigger job to deal with all of that food, but it gets higher quality nutrition to the kids, makes it easier within the schools, takes some of the weight off of them. If a school sees that there's a need that isn't being met, the administration of that school can get in touch with me, the coordinator, let me know what they perceive the need to be, and I would take then that to our board of directors, and based on our ability to provide, we would then take that school on board. They would then become a member of the Food Sharing Project. We've got 128 programs operating now in 82 schools, and that's across Frontenac, Kingston, Lennox, and Addington. Last year we provided 830,000 meals. That's from September to June. So within that school year, 830,000 meals. We feed about 3,800 children every day. We've got 3 community volunteers that come in. Actually now there are 4 who come in every Monday and help us pack the food. And along with them we have students that come from alternative education settings who will get their community hours this way, so they will come with their teacher, and they alternate. There are 3 or 4 different groups who come in and help us with the massive job of packing. Well, usually there's about 8 skids worth of food. There's a lot of food that needs to be packed, and we couldn't do it without them. So these people show up every Monday and work with us to get the food packed, and then the next day when the food needs to be delivered, we've got community volunteers, bus drivers who volunteer their time from stock transportation, and that's how the food gets out to the schools from our warehouse. There really isn't a typical day. Every day is different. For example, Monday is the day that the food all goes out, so we have masses of food and masses of banana boxes and orders from all of the schools. The orders have to be packed based on what the schools need, and so Monday is spent handling that job. Tuesday is the day that the food gets delivered. Wednesday, we're running around collecting boxes back from schools, getting ready to place our order for the next week. Thursday, we're starting to pick up food again. The same thing happens on Friday, and throughout all of that, we're sort of ongoing support for the coordinators that are out in the programs. So we're fielding calls, we're troubleshooting, we're writing grants, we're answering the phone, and dealing with just day-to-day stuff. So every day is different.